I am here with legendary actor William Shatner. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're so
Um,
welcome.
you've had such an incredible career. What is it like to still come to these fan events? You're going to be at Fan Expo in Boston this weekend. And what is it like to be there? And what do you hope to get out of it? And hope fans will get out of it?
At the convention center, I'll be there
Yep.
Friday night and all day Saturday. I leave Saturday. I've got to get to Las Vegas for Sunday, where I'm appearing in something or other. So Friday evening and Saturday, I'll be at that convention center, signing autographs and posing for pictures, and and on Saturday around noon, in front of an audience and uh, telling stories and taking questions and all. And I have the best time in front of the audience. I'm signing autographs and all. It's cool, but the time I really enjoy is in front of the audience and getting them to be involved and asking questions, and I ask them questions, and a good time is had by all. I'm in the middle of two books. William Shatner New and is coming out momentarily. It's about that very audience and many other people that I've interviewed, what Star Trek did in their lives. And some of it is so fascinating that I come away astounded at what influence a mediocrely popular show that I was on for 3 years had such an effect on so many people's lives, to life and death, to choosing what they did for the rest of their lives. I mean, it's absolutely extraordinary, and that's one of those books. And then there's another book, an amalgamation of all the lyrics that my writing partner and I did. The lyrics are sort of the story of my adult life, and they're interesting stories. So there's that book is coming out soon, and two albums coming out in August will be an album with Brad Paisley, and then a heavy metal album later in the winter, which I'll do a half an hour at a heavy metal festival in September in Chicago. The title of the album reflects my knowledge of heavy metal. The title of the album is "What the F is Heavy Metal," and the group we're putting together is going to be entitled Asterisk Uckers. The Uckers is the name of the group because I started off not knowing anything about heavy metal, and arriving where I am now, rehearsing as I am to tracks, I've come to admire the passion and the energy, which I've got to reflect as a performer. And it's an interesting challenge. I'm going to do a half hour in Coachella and a half hour at this famous one in Chicago, and it's challenging. And the more I rehearse here at home to tracks, and the more I'm grasping what I'm involved in, the bigger the challenge is, but the more I'm anticipating because I'm beginning to see that I can do this.
That's pretty amazing. So you're going to be at Coachella next year?
Yeah.
Wow. That's so cool.
Well, wow, is exactly right. But, did you know that there are several versions of heavy metal? I mean, there's heavy metal this and heavy metal that. Who knew? Uh, Rob, my writing partner, said, let's write a song for the album called Impatience. I know, okay. You see, because there's a famous heavy metal song called Patience. Oh, okay. So I got it and I played it, and it's a guitar backing Patience. I'm patiently waiting for you, and it's like a country music song.
Hmm.
So we wrote Impatience, sent it to the music people, and they had a guitar behind it. That sounds like a really bad Western country song. So I insisted they put, heavy metal stuff behind it. Don't know. So that's how little I know, how much I'm learning, and what a challenge it is to perform 30 minutes of heavy metal with a band, the Uckers.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. Can you imagine facing 100,000 people and not know what you're doing.
No.
No, me neither.
So back to Star Trek and the rest of your career, you've been in the practice and Boston Legal. Do you have a favorite moment that you've over the years?
You know, I've been an actor since I was 6 years old. Between writing, directing, acting, producing, and all the itinerant things you do in show business, I've never done anything else. So I'm completely enthralled with the work. I mean, I'm just, the more I do, the more, and it's what I'm doing at that moment that excites me the most. So I'm doing publicity with you for this event I'm coming up on Friday night and Saturday in Boston. And there's nothing more in my mind than trying to give you the best of all possible entertainment so your audience is, oh, we tuned in and we're happy to got to WBZ News.
Nice. Um, would you ever play Captain Kirk again?
Yeah, if they wrote something meaningful and it took into account the passage of the years, and I've been moldering underground for 60 years apparently. And what do I look like as I moldered? Um, but if it was meaningful and had something interesting to say and do, I would. Sure.
All right. I'm sure the fans would love to see you back. On a more serious note, you and your daughter are recent cancer survivors, which is amazing. Can you just tell me a little bit about that process and kind of the joy of coming out on the other side?
Yeah, my God, I've had such an adventure with my daughter, Melanie. Our podcast just went on wherever you get a podcast. Today is whatever this day is, a couple of days ago. So our podcast debuted, and I'm curious as to whether what the numbers are and how you measure the popularity of a podcast, and how you publicize a podcast when the publicity for it is so diffused. I mean, I'm talking to you and saying, hey, tune into our podcast. I don't know how many people will tune into that podcast. And where they get it is where you would get a podcast. But I'm so ignorant of podcasts. I'm as ignorant of podcasts as I am about heavy
Heavy
metal
metal.
music. So it's gotten great reviews and news, but go listen to it because it's sensational. But the fact that I connected with my daughter, who had cancer at the same time I did, stage 4, she had breast cancer, I had melanoma, and both of us are cancer free now, and we've gone through the hell of being treated for cancer, and the joy of that death sentence lifting, and the treasure of having had a death sentence and now a life sentence, and how that sharpens your attention, consciousness of the quality and the value of life. And so our podcast is named No Time But Now, which is no time but right now to enjoy your life. Here's how other people are doing this. Here's how other people are trying to find a cure for cancer. Here's what some of the cancer cures are. Here's what some of the people's lives are like. Here's what some people who I admire are like. And the whole thing has been a joy so far. We've got a presenting sponsor, LifeWave. We're in good shape, and I just want people to watch it. It's really good. And
That's
my daughter
fantastic.
and I had cancer at the same time, which in itself is extraordinary.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on getting it through that whole thing.
Thank you.
So you've got the podcast, you've got books, you've got heavy metal, you've got Fan Expo coming up.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Boston this coming weekend.
That's great. Thank you very much for being with
It's a
me.
pleasure to see you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.